Hey you all, it's Amber from the Ostomy Diaries. In today's video, I'm going to be talking to you all about why I do not use barrier rings. Let's get to it. First things first, these barrier rings or wax rings work gloriously for some people. A lot of ostomates use these. They just don't work for me. In this video, I'm going to explain why and talk about what I do instead, and maybe some of y'all can relate. After surgery, I had a really bad reaction to my stitches. I developed sores all the way around my stoma. It was horrible. It was horribly painful. I'll put the picture up. It was really hard to keep my ostomy equipment on because not only were these sores around my stoma, I was on blood thinners for a blood clot that developed after surgery. So these sores were constantly bleeding and it was causing my ostomy appliance to fail. I couldn't get the wax rings to stick to that. Sometimes when you have uneven skin around your stoma, it's just hard to get a good seal with the wax ring. Get it to seal into all those little dips and crevices around the stoma. I went to a wound care center because my sores were just not healing. Output was getting in them every time it would leak. It was a rough month for me when I had those sores. I finally went to the wound care center and a nurse who used to work in home health showed me how to put my ostomy appliance on, and she said, girl, you gotta ditch these wax rings. They're not working for your skin because of the skin geography around your stoma. So this nurse advised me to just take the paste and put it on the back side of the flange, just a thin layer, and then slap that right onto my skin. You guys can see exactly how I do that in my video, how to change an ostomy bag. I do a little bit of skin prep. I use the 3M No Sting Barrier Spray to put on my skin. Then I put the paste directly on the flange and just stick that to my abdomen around my stoma. I feel like this paste is a little bit better at molding and getting into those crevices. Even though the sores have healed around my stoma now, due to the scarring, it's almost like a little humped up piece of tissue where those sores were. So I feel like since I've got those little dips and humps around my stoma, that this paste really just molds to that. It's kind of mushy. It's like the consistency of toothpaste, and that really just helps me to get a better seal. So once I put the flange with the paste on, I pop my bag on, and then I hold pressure on my abdomen for just a few seconds just to make sure that that flange with the paste on it smushes down on my skin and gets a really good seal. Some people have asked me if I have any problems with residue from the paste. No more so than the barrier ring. When I used the wax barrier rings and I would peel my ostomy appliance off, there'd be little gritty spots still stuck to my skin. This paste actually does better for me when I take my ostomy appliance off. There's usually nothing there. If there is, I use an adhesive remover wipe around my stoma. The only time that the paste leaves a little bit of residue is if I put my ostomy appliance on and then for some reason I get really sweaty or do something active and I want to change my appliance again within like a 24-hour window. If I leave my ostomy appliance on for more than 24 hours, which I usually do, I usually get 4 to 5 days out of each bag change, then when I peel it off, it has no problem. It doesn't leave any residue behind, and I love that. One tip that I will give: if you are using the Hollister brand Adapt paste, it does have a little bit of alcohol in its formula. So if you have irritated skin around your stoma, it might tingle or burn for a few seconds. If this continues to bother you, obviously call your doctor, but you can try the Coloplast Brava alcohol-free paste. It works similar to this, basically the same stuff, it's just a different formula, and it does not have alcohol, so it's no sting. Both of these work the same way. Both of these are great products and I use them in place of a wax ring. Like I said before, different things work for different people. The wax ring works great for some ostomates. It just doesn't work for me. I just wanted to share with you all why I don't use those. Some of you have asked due to previous videos where I skipped that step of putting a wax ring on. I hoped this helped some of you all that might be having problems with leaks get a new idea. This is how I do it, and it works great for the uneven skin around my stoma. If you haven't done so yet, check me out on social media at Ostomy Diaries. If you have questions, leave them in the comments below or email me at ostomydiaries@gmail.com. I can't wait to see y'all in my next video. Bye!